Hello and welcome. Today we're working on how to calculate total returns for a stock investment. Now, it doesn't have to be a stock investment, it could be any investment, but this is how to calculate the total return, which is a good number to know, certainly, to evaluate how well you've done. Hey, if you're new, my name is Jeff from Finally Learn. I teach a lot of financial skills, so please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started. So what we have a total return on an investment. So let's say we have investment in year zero, basically, a $100,000 investment, and it grows to 107 and then dips down to 98 and then it grows so on over several years. Well, we can calculate a total return for each of those years. So here's the formula for total return. We're going to take the ending value divided by the beginning value, and then we'll subtract out 1. So let me show you how to get started on this. We're going to take the 107 divided by the 100,000. Now, because I'm using Excel, I need to make this absolute. So I'm going to do this as $B, $7, so it's always going to divide by the 100,000, that initial investment. I'm going to close the bracket here, minus the 1. So therefore we have 7.58% return. And you can see, since I made it exactly 100,000, you can see it's really 7.58 is our rate of return. Now, when you first do this, I've already formatted it for decimals, but when you first do this, it's going to be 0.07581 or whatever. So what we want to do is we would take that and format it for percentages, and I'm going to go 2 decimal places. So 7.58 decimal form, it's 0.0758, as you can see. So then all we have to do is just copy this down, and we're going to take the last one. Let's check our work. 171 divided by 100,000 minus the 1, and that's going to give us, hey, we have a total return of 71.61%. Now, you might want to figure out, well, what's the annual return each year? And the next video that we have shows that annual return, but total return is one of those things you want to know, what's my return? After the second year, I have a negative return, right? It's dipped down below the 100,000. All right, so this is an easy way to do it based on just annual amounts. Well, one thing we want to talk about is the ending value here. Make sure you add the interest and dividends and subtract out any fees. So I'm assuming here that this balance includes all the interest and dividends included as pluses and all the fees that came out as minuses. And so therefore the final value is going to be the total return, including interest, dividends, fees, so on. All right, so let's do the stock market investment, just something simple. Let's say you start with a beginning price of $42.50. That's when you purchased the stock. Has an ending price of $62.75, and dividends along the way is $2.30. Well, we can calculate the total return in dollars, and we're just going to be plus. We'll take the ending price. What have you received? So what's our ending value? 62 plus $2.30. So what we have is 65.05, but what's our cost? And we're going to subtract out the $42.50. So we have a return of $22.50, or this is a profit of $22.50, or it could be a loss. If we invested $100, then we're sitting at a loss of $34.95, right? So let's go back and put our original $42.50. It grew to $62. We made $20 there basically, and then another $2.30 with dividends. Well, we want to convert that to a percentage rate. It's going to be the same formula as before. Now, we're going to take the ending value is going to be 62 plus 230. And I'm going to close parentheses because we want to know that number, the 65.05. And then we're going to divide that by the beginning amount. So this number divided by the 42.50. I'm going to close that bracket minus the 1. So what kind of rate of return? we have earned, let's make it percentage, we've earned about 53%, because we earned $22 on an original investment of $42. That's a 53% rate of return. Now, this is one way to calculate our rate of return is the total, but this might be for, if this is for 1 year, that's fantastic. If it's for 6 months, it's even better. But if it's for 5 years, you earn 53% over 5 years. That's not as exciting an annual return. So check out the next video where we take the total return and convert it into an annual return, and you can compare different investments with an annual return because they have different time periods. This is kind of without having a time period to get the total return that you've held it from day one to day whatever it is right now. If this is day one and day 1,000, then that's not a great return on an annual basis. Hey, I hope this is helpful. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.